people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Queen's channel. It's your girl Queen Sufi, and of course you've already seen the previous video. I'm with
Amina Conan,
and she's a YouTuber. Of course you can introduce yourself once again.
Okay, I'm Amina Conan. Miss Amina Inspiring Moment is the YouTube name, and I am a TV personnel, fitness trainer, influencer, and I'm so happy to be here in your channel.
And we're happy to have her here as well, right? Anyway, so for this video we are going to be asking Amina Conan. She's going to be sharing her experience with us relocating, because I have a lot of subscribers that really want to relocate here in Sierra Leone. Emmanuel is one, and then the others, I can't remember everybody's name. But today we're having Amina Conan, and she relocated from
Saudi Arabia, which is an Arab country.
Of course, so she has the experience and idea and all. She knows what you have to have in order for you to relocate. So before we go right into the video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and then smash the thumbs up button. Okay, you can as well share. Don't forget to go to the description box, because I'll put her link, her channel's link right there. She has beautiful content which you will not want to miss out.
Thank you so much. I love that.
Yeah. So you can as well subscribe to our channel, and then you comment on our videos that I sent to you. So Miss Amina, first of all, let me ask, why did you relocate?
Well, we relocated back to Sierra Leone when my dad passed away. He used to work with the ambassador in Saudi Arabia. The Sierra Leoneans that are living in Saudi Arabia, yeah, so when they changed governments, he wanted to relocate and all that. So we kind of came back when he passed away, and we kind of fell in love with the country, and then look at us now. Look at me now.
So
look at me now.
If you're thinking of relocating to Sierra Leone, what are these things that you must have in mind? Like, they are must that you must have in mind. You must be prepared to come. Like, what are these things?
All right, I know, like I said, but before we get into that, let's just talk about why. You have to know your why. Why do you want to relocate? Could be that where you're staying is not working for you, or it could be that you want to see other part of the world, or you want to come back to your country because there's no place like home. Yeah. So always know your why, because sometimes when you are in a new environment, you kind of feel regret and discouraged, and you're like, why did I come in the first place? So your why is going to keep you going. So know your why, which is so important. And when you figure that out, plan B, you get your ticket back to Sierra Leone. So your question exactly, you're saying
give us tips.
Before you come to this country, like I said, you know your why, and then you plan. If you are somebody who's working abroad, or if you are somebody who is looking at living in Sierra Leone for permanently or as your base, it's always important to build a foundation. When I say foundation, something that will make you feel comfortable or will be generating income for you when you're asleep. Just kidding. I don't know, I just put that in.
So that works for all aspects of life. You have to have plan in order for you to embark on something.
Exactly.
So I think that is something, that's a very key one. So take notes.
Always have a plan. And there should not be a plan B. There should always be a plan A. Yeah. If you have a plan B, it means you don't even believe or even trust your plan A. So why would you move in the first place if you don't believe your plan A? Why make a plan B? So always have a plan A and all in plan A.
And then next, what is it? What's another thing?
So when you got all that figured out, it's time to implement. You're working, saving money. Save some money and make sure you acquire for accommodation. Accommodation here could be quite pricey on a different level. So I do advise that you have a property. Let's just say a land, or you can lease somebody's house and then you live there. You'll be paying at a reasonable price. but I will strongly suggest that you own a property. Lands are very cheap in different side of, the things that Sierra Leone is developing, and there are masses of land that you can get access through by the Ministry of Lands. So get your accommodation, make sure you're somewhere safe and where you are going to feel comfortable.
And this ministry have websites, just in case you were wondering. They have their websites, agriculture ministry, different type, okay? Especially if you want to relocate to the country, or if you want to come to the country, there are even websites that will help you in knowing like the type of places to visit. They will help you out with everything. So you can go to Google, or you go to Safari, and then you do your research. Make sure you do your research properly, and then you can get properties through the legal way, through the legal people. And then what's another thing to get worried about when relocating?
All right, so talking about property, you need to be so aware of scam people that are here to rob. We call it AKA 419. You should be aware of fraudulence, thieves, and people who pretend to be friends just to get access into you and just steal from you at the end of the day.
I personally think they are not much further here, but one thing about Sierra Leoneans, okay, as long as they notice they come out from another country, as long as they notice that you're coming from somewhere else or whatsoever, so they try for dupe you in one kind of way. So it's not
too much like they will stab you and steal from you. It's nothing like that. For example, if you find like a drink, it's cost 10,000, 15,000 over here in Sierra Leone. If they notice you're somebody coming from abroad and don't know the currency, they'll try to sell it for you 50,000 or like 40,000 just to get an extra cash. That's the kind of steal they steal. They just add price or just tease you. If they see you changing and say, what do you mean? I thought they sell it this way. They start smiling and going like that. So it's a friendly thief, kind of.
Yeah, kind of, but like you have to be aware. Because it depends to your financial stability, how you came to the country. So you will know what, in fact, any kind of way they go for what you face. So what's another thing again? I think you've given us three already.
So when you're talking about property, sometimes people do lie like they have land, or this time my sister I land, or this time my brother I land, or this time your own land. Just make sure you go to the right place and try ask questions in the neighborhood. Try look for clues there, because there are different kind of pillars.
That's why it's nice to go through the right channel.
Yeah, so you should always look around your surroundings, ask neighbors, hi, do you know the owner of this person, just ask more questions before you make the final payment, or else you'll be paying your money and you're not going to get it back, because at the end of the day it's a decade family war land that everybody's fighting for. So if you don't take time to go, end up from you.
So what else should they be worried about?
So before you come, you need to check out the places, especially when you're coming to Sierra Leone for the first time, or because we all like to chill. I mean, like, why chill when you can chill in where you're coming from? I would say America, Europe, let's just say Arab countries have the most luxurious, beautiful restaurants, entertainment centers, hands down. So when you come to your country, try to go to the locals, try to know about the country, study about it.
You have to have
your
knowledge,
ancestors, where they're coming from, where is the Mendes coming from, how did they come about, how was Sierra Leone name invented in the first place? Okay, no, not invented, discovered, and the different beauty.
Of course, before going to, you will not love to go to somewhere you know nothing about. At least have something upstairs about that particular country. It's when you're actually in Sierra Leone you get to know depth about Sierra Leone. That's like the physical aspect, but you have to have knowledge about what type of people are living in Sierra Leone, their different languages, and what is it like in Sierra Leone, its origin, like just know basic at least. That would be helpful, I believe. Did that help in any way? Did you do any research about Sierra Leone, or do you have you had knowledge about Sierra Leone?
I had no knowledge. I heard nothing. When I ask people questions, it's different from what they asked me, what I knew now. Exactly. I would ask people that I know that came to Sierra Leone, and they'll go like, they would just say Sierra Leone is beauty. I'm like, I know it's beautiful, but like, what am I supposed to expect, and what should I do when I'm there? Like, do I have to like go places? And they're completely delighted.
So
like,
for that reason, give this video a thumbs up. It's very much
useful
to you,
so that you don't come to Sierra Leone and just look at the entertainment side. There are other places you can, you know, enjoy and have an experience.
I've lost count of how many we've given already, but you will see the total amount and the title. So like, what else?
Okay, before you come, if you're an Arab, like the Lebanese or whatever, you should know how to speak two public language here in Sierra Leone, which is our Creole and English.
Especially English.
Yeah,
especially
English is a general.
Yes.
Yeah, because we were colonized by the British.
Yeah.
So English is kind of like our other language. So just know how to speak English properly and try to dim it down. Don't have it with an accent, because people might not understand when you are like, "Hi, how are you doing? Can I get a tea? Can I have
you said it?
Can I have coffee?"
I mean, slow down a little bit.
Bring it down a little bit.
I think I've never been out of the country though. I think personally that it is key that you know how to speak basic English. Okay, if you know how to speak your local dialect over there in your own country and you're thinking of relocating or even visiting Sierra Leone, make sure you know how to speak in, because the Creole and the English, it's just like different. Okay, there are people who do not know how to speak English, but when you speak to them English, they can understand, because there are some words that are borrowed, okay, and they can understand, and then they will tell you or direct you or help you with what you're asking, and then it will be easier for you to learn the mother language here, Creole, when you know how to speak English. But my brother and my sister, if you do not have a basic knowledge in English,
yeah. So
so
when you're coming to the country, make sure you have somebody you trust and you rely on, so that you don't get disappointed or you don't be left out. Somebody that has like your best interest, cares so much about your well-being.
Yes.
Make sure you establish that, because all this is in one. If you have somebody that you think you trusted and sent money to them to buy a property for you or build a land for you, and at the end of the day then take all the money where you kind of salon, you know, means nothing. It's quite disheartening. Like, it's so hard. I don't know how anybody could ever do that, but it's hard to recover from that. So yeah, so have somebody that you trust that wouldn't sell you out, or even wouldn't. Oh my god, I didn't tell you this. When first I came, I had this group of friends. They wanted to take me to the water side.
And you were afraid?
I wasn't afraid. I was full of confidence, but then I didn't feel like it. God just put a sleep on me, and I was like, I want to sleep. I'm too tired. Come to realize, my mom later told me that those kids kind of like passed away, and they were like part of the marine or whatever. And I was like, oh my god, I would have been
dead by now.
I don't know. They would have joined me or sacrificed me. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Because I just come, so I don't be understand. So they thought they could pass on me. So always trust. Don't forget your kids. Always.
No, I think I said this on the video I made. I will make sure that I leave the link right up around here. You need to trust somebody here in Sierra Leone, especially if you are not a Sierra Leonean. At least try to create friendship. Okay, create friendship with somebody that without the person know you really want to relocate, because people can pretend. Yes, people can pretend. So if you establish that type of friendship with a person, and then be like, oh, I want to come to your country, and then after you guys are friends now, okay, after you trusted that person, so small kele by kele, and then you come to this country. Because if you come here and then you do not have anybody that is trustworthy, you do not have that type of friend, then you are exposed to all of those things that we've said, to fraud, to people lying to you, and a lot of things that will not sell well for you. So is that the last one, or we're going for the last one right now?
Yeah, we're kind of going to the last one. Is that expect exposure from different things. Sierra Leone, every country have their own culture and their beliefs. what they're used to. So if you're coming out from other country and you're not used to certain things, best believe you have to adapt to it. Like when I came, I wasn't used to fetching water, brooking and all that, and eventually I kind of like adapt, and I kind of like got used to it because it was so fun. So you're gonna get exposure to other things that you are not used to, and likewise you're not gonna get the exposure you want.
So like, you have to be ready to learn new things, okay? Because of course, if I have a friend from the overseas or somewhere else and then the person relocates, I'll be eager to learn the person everything locally that I know, just for you to fit into the community. So be prepared, have a plan, then have somebody you trust, be physically stable, have a property. Remembering everything.
Come with money. Don't come and harbor on Sierra Leone. They will just look at you and say, you ain't the come to America. Who never ask for it? Whatever you ask, you come.
But especially if you're coming to visit, like it's expensive to visit. But if you are relocating, having a plan is better, because in that way you think of a business to start up with, etc, etc. I hope this information is very much important to you, and it's in one way or the other helping you, your friend, or somebody you know. If this video has been a help to you, hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also leave in the comment section what you love about Sierra Leone.
Yes, you guys, leave a comment down below, and trust me, I will answer all of them as well. So because we only have,
they know I always reply to their comments.
Yeah, I know. So we only have one Sierra Leone, so come back and invest.
Come and invest, come and explore, and then there are a lot of things exciting about Sierra Leone that you would love to experience, and then we would love to have you right here. Thank you so much for watching. As I said earlier on, subscribe and then go to her channel. Her channel's link will be on the description box, and then you subscribe to her channel as well. And of course, we'd love to give you a banger video. Okay guys, bye bye. Peace out.